Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Luxury Microfiber here in Dallas, Texas. Happy Labor Day weekend to you. I want to talk about something pretty odd here. It's going to be a weird video for me, but I want to talk about labeling and how labeling can be so confusing sometimes, even for a car soap. I thought it was confusing until I actually used it, and now I think I understand it, and I want to explain. Adam's car shampoo. Love this product. Really nice car shampoo. I've used it before. I don't use it professionally because it's not all that cost effective for a professional. It's kind of expensive, but that's cool. No problem there. I have never used Adam's Ultra Foam shampoo. Adam's Ultra Foam shampoo's got a lot of reviews on YouTube, and I said, let me try it. So this is the first time I tried it. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm waiting for the sun to go down. But this morning about 7:30, I washed my car with this stuff. Very first time I used it. I go to read the instructions, and I've never been so confused in my life. Scott, are you an idiot? No, hang with me. Yeah, maybe I am. I want to read the instructions on this, right? Because I need to know how much to put in my foam cannon. I need to know how much to put in my wash bucket. I just want to use this soap. Instruction number 1. It says prep 2 buckets with grit guards and then a comma. Okay, I don't use 2 buckets, but cool. They want you to prep them. Get your 2 buckets out, get your grit guards in them. The very next line, unless my label's wrong, guys, read your labels if you're a fan of this. I have no idea what's going on. The very next line says wash bucket with Adam's Ultra Foam shampoo, which is this stuff, or Adam's car shampoo. Very interesting. They mentioned this shampoo on this label. I read that and I said, well, that just must be marketing. They want people to know that Adams has 2 shampoos, actually 3, but cool. So I read that. It says wash bucket with Adam's Ultra Foam shampoo or Adam's shampoo or Adam's car shampoo and rinse bucket filled with clean water. Folks, let me read that again. Prep 2 buckets with grit guards. Wash bucket with Adam's Ultra Foam shampoo or Adam's car shampoo and rinse bucket filled with clean water. No mention of a dilution ratio. Okay, so if I'm going to prep my 2 buckets, I know my rinse bucket's just going to be filled with clean water. What do I do with this stuff? How much do I put in that bucket? No mention of that. I go on to read. Now this is where it gets interesting. It tells me all about the dilution ratios for a foam cannon, but no mention of how much to put in the bucket. Well, I happen to have this stuff, so I read the instructions on this, and it says how much. It says 1 to 2 ounces in your wash bucket. So that's what I did. I put about 2 ounces of this stuff in my wash bucket. I've got a couple of ounces in my foam cannon. I foam up my car. I let it dwell for 1 to 2 minutes. I grab my wash mitt, which I've got 2 ounces of this stuff in a bucket with water, and I go in to do my contact wash. The lubricity is great. Very slick across the surface. Seems to be cleaning well. I then go to rinse my car off with fresh water. I rinse the car off and this soap flies right off the car. I said, wow, this is great. This is a good soap. Its foaming capabilities through a foam cannon, it was okay. It wasn't that great, but that's not really what I was looking for. I wanted to see how it cleaned. I wanted to see its lubricity. Does it leave any residue behind? This is where this story gets interesting. Again, folks, I'm sorry I didn't have a camera out this morning because this is the first time I'm using this. I want several uses of this before I give an opinion, but I want to talk about the labeling and how confusing it is. And then the light bulb went off for me because when I got done with my car, I rinse off the soap of this stuff, right? I go to grab a drying towel and I look at my car and I say, why does it still look dirty? It wasn't dirt, it was residue. And I said, that's so unusual because Adams usually has great soaps that leave no residue behind. So what I had to do, I did this quickly, is I re-washed my car with Adam's car shampoo. The residue went away and everything was happy in the world again. I dry my car off, I sit inside my garage and I start reading more of the label. And I said, this is interesting. What can I gain from this? Because I didn't have a great experience with it. I get to the part on the label that says Adam's car sense or common sense warning. Adams has this on their labels, a common sense warning, implying that all of us should know this because it's common sense, but they're kind of teasing us a little bit, and they put a warning on there. It's called common sense. I think it's cute. It's pretty cool. I go to read it, and the very first line says Adam's Ultra Foam Shampoo, which is this, is intended for foam cannon use only, period. I said, wow, that's interesting, because up on line 1, which is very, very difficult to understand, they tell me I can kind of, I guess, they imply I can put it in my wash bucket or use Adam's car shampoo. They mentioned another shampoo in line 1. And I said, why did I have so much residue? This is weird. I then read the second line of the common sense warning. The second line says, use our car shampoo, which is this stuff, or their wash and wax for your wash bucket, period. I said, oh, wait a minute. They only wanted me to use this in a foam cannon, but when I go to do a contact wash with my bucket, they'd rather me use this or their wash and wax. I said, wait a minute. Do they really want me to buy 2 different shampoos just to wash my car? Was this made just to foam up the car and let it dwell, as the instructions say, then go into your contact wash with the car shampoo, as it mentions in the common sense warning? That means we all should know this, right? Folks, have any of you seen an issue with this soap? And I ask honestly, I ask with an open heart. This was such a weird experience using it in the contact wash in my bucket. I had so much residue on the paint. I had to rewash the car with this. Folks, if I read the common sense warning, that's exactly what Adams is saying. They're saying this is intended for the foam cannon only, to let it dwell on the car and then do your contact wash from your wash bucket. And in their common sense warning, it says make sure you use this in your wash bucket or our wash and wax. That tells me common sense. Again, they're calling it a common sense warning. We need 2 shampoos to wash 1 car. Is that because they knew there would be residue left over from this soap, the Ultra Foam soap, and Adam's car shampoo would remove it? That's exactly what I had to do this morning. So Adams, if you come across this video, or any of you want to comment, I'm not bashing the product at all. Adam's car shampoo is a great shampoo. This is a little odd. The label is really incomplete. You don't talk about dilution ratios in a wash bucket, and probably because when you read the common sense warning on the label, it says not to put it in a wash bucket. Are all of us using it wrong if we wanted to use this in a foam cannon and a wash bucket? I saw residue, and this removed it. I just wanted to make a quick video. Really, really odd labeling, and I'm not really sure what it's all about. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.